Hey everybody, this is Squarenicus2001 and welcome to another video! Now today I am reacting to Jaiden Animation's my first ever Pokemon Nuzlock. Now, for whatever they mean by Nuzlock, they meant by, last I remember they explained the rules. By the way, last video, the video was kind of halfway corrupted somewhat, so I do apologize about that if that happens again. But I'll let you know one way or another about the Aurora app, I'm thinking about live streaming every once in a while on. And I want to hear guys' thoughts on it. Anyway, enough dilly-dally and babble. Let's just get this reaction started in 3, 2, 1.
In the Pokemon community, there's a set of self-imposed rules you can add to the games to make them more challenging, called a Pokemon Nuzlock. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, and you can't use it anymore. And you have to nickname your Pokemon to get more attached to them. That means if you aren't careful, you can technically lose a Pokemon game under those conditions. I've wanted to do a Nuzlocke for the longest time. I've started a couple in the past, but never actually got to finish any because busy. But today's the day that all changes. I decided to make a video on my first full attempt at a Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke. Let's see how it went. After breaking free from the back of the moving truck my mom stuffed me in and introducing myself to the neighbor Brendan, the kid that I always thought was a monkey said that he heard screaming up ahead.
Okay.
Professor Birch is getting mauled by a level 2 Poochyena, so I let his Torchic out and she scratches the crap out of it. He gifts me Torchic for rescuing him, and I name her Teriyaki, my first Pokemon. Walking up the route more, I run into Brendan, who challenges me to a battle, where Teriyaki proceeds to also scratch the crap out of his Mudkip. Good job, Teriyaki. You're 2 for 2.
Poor little guy.
Professor Birch gives me 5 Pokeballs, and the Nuzlocke has officially started. I walked back up to catch my first Pokemon and ran into a Zigzagoon. Alright, not the best, but I can work with this. You know, I think we're gonna have a really awesome adventure. Dude! So Teriyaki one-shotted Zigzagoon with a critical hit scratch, but whatever.
I noticed he's
Contain your murder a little bit, alright, guy? Route 102 is right around the corner, and that's where I was able to catch Corn the Seedot. Look at us, couple of friends ready to take on the Hoenn region together. After watching the weird kid Wally struggle to catch his first Pokemon, I continued on to Route 104 and found a little Talo in the grass.
What?
Aggressive and screams and hungry? Oh yeah. I know your name.
I'll get the
In
reasoning
Petalburg
for it.
Forest, a Team Magma grunt jumps some random professor, so Ari and Teriyaki peck his eyes out. Oh, hello, Shroomish. I'm gonna name you Onion. I make it to Rustboro, and while getting ready to take on Roxanne's gym, Teriyaki kills another Zigzagoon I was about to catch. What's your problem with Zigzagoons, dude? But it turned out alright, because she also ended up evolving. Onion was able to destroy Roxanne with ease, and we got our first gym badge. Exiting the gym, we catch a glance that Team Magma is up to no good again. Something about the scorching earth or something.
Okay.
And this old man exclaims that they stole his Pico. Here's your dog.
Alright.
Also, you're coming with me. The mayor thanks me by turning me into his errand boy, and I arrive in Dewford to give a letter to Stephen. Alright, what do we got? Ugh.
It's kind of decent.
Okay, you chomp.
I think. I don't
After
know.
finding Stephen, it was time to take on
let's
Brawley,
play
the
any
next
Pokemon
gym leader.
games.
Ari's a stone-cold killer, and easily earned MVP in that fight. Things were going well. 2 badges in, and the team is looking good. On my way to the next city, I caught a tentacle on the beach. Squidward. And after beating Team
Again, the
Magma and
reference, but
Brendan
why
again
do you
in
have to
Slateport,
snort
it
his
was time
tentacles?
again to get ready for the gym battle with Watson. But as I was fighting some trainers, Chomps the Mawile got electrocuted a bit too hard and was killed.
Ooh.
Jaiden, let's battle. I want to show you how strong I am.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Ari, this is an electric gym. You're not allowed to fight in here, so you can just wait outside.
That's fair.
While battling the
doesn't sound
gym
that bad.
trainers, Onion evolved into Breloom, and together with Teriyaki, they were able to get another victory. Now we were riding high. 3 gym badges in, and no main casualties. With our massive confidence, we decided to take on the Win Straight family's challenge of beating all their family members. I had Squidward
have a
out
bad
front
feeling
to
about
get him
this.
some experience, but we ran into some troubles with Grandma. Oh
boy.
god, it's gonna do a high jump kick. We can take him out, but I need a clean switch first.
Wait, was that a baby pacifier in his mouth?
Also, I had to
Jesus.
sacrifice Hushchild the Whismer, but honestly, that was the safest move to ensure no one else died. Goodbye, Hushchild.
Yeah.
You might be missed.
You know,
While we
that's
were
fair.
heading to
Sometimes
Fall
some
Arbor,
sacrifices
fighting
are
some
required.
trainers, Ari evolved. Oh, look at
Nice.
my big bird. Oh, look at you. Yeah. We were almost
What
to
the
town,
heck?
but we had to get through the sooty grass on 113.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Alright, Barf, get in there with the rest of them. I walked into Meteor Falls to see Team
I saw some
Aqua
of
and
them.
Team
Some of them
Magma
aren't that bad.
arguing about water and rocks.
Um.
Go.
Okay.
So get over here, Zubat. They kept complaining, and I had to
Zubat.
go up the volcano they were
Decent
blocking
choice,
to
last I
fight
remember. I don't know.
Maxie, the Team Magma leader. That was a hard fight. Onion and Teriyaki were able to take out his Mightyena and
Nice.
Camerupt, but his Golbat hit hard. I ended up having to switch in Ari and double team up to win the battle. Not the most honorable of strategies, but it worked and we're
Oof.
moving on. On the way down the volcano, I ran into a match shop. Oh, hello there, Chad. What? You're a female?
Oh yeah, because of the flower.
Did I stutter? We arrived in Lava Ridge Town and started getting through Flannery's gym. During that time, Squidward was almost killed by a Fury swiping Kecleon.
What?
Fury swipes.
Wait, a lizard almost killed
oh my gosh,
a
that does
jellyfish
a
or
lot of damage.
octopus?
Stop.
Oh, jeez.
But when it came time to battle, he pulled his weight and more. Honestly, with the team, there wasn't much I could have done to Flannery's fire Pokemon, but Squidward came in clutch by learning Bubble Beam, and it was all over for
nice.
her. Badge 4, under our belt. Brendan met up with us outside the gym to give us goggles so we could walk in the sandstorms. I found
Okay.
a claw fossil, and Anorith was
Aw,
born. I
he's
didn't know
a
what
little
to
cute.
name it, so my
That's a
friend
little
named
cute.
him Gary. Now it was time for the 5th gym. After some training, Chad evolved into Machoke, and the
Yes.
team was leveled up. I started the battle with Ari, and after realizing I was in trouble...
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that doesn't do a lot of damage.
Huh. Oh!
I managed
what you
to
mean.
squeak by with more double teams. Ari was barely able to take out the first slacking, so when the second, stronger one came out, I
Oh,
knew I had
God.
to use a different strategy. I brought out Onion to leech seed it and try and get more chip damage in, which worked,
Yes!
but he was also killed by Slacking's facade,
Well,
which I thought
I guess there's
he
gotta
could
be a power
take.
dynamic, I
Chad
guess.
was able to finish off the rest of the fight, but that was the first death that actually hurt. I'm not crying. Someone's just chopping onions in here.
Hey!
But with every down, there's an up. And Corn stepped up and was ready to fill Onion's spot.
Oh,
While passing
nice.
through Mauville again, Watson asked us to help him turn off the city's generator. And while
Okay.
down there, I found a Magnemite. You want to come with?
Honestly, last I checked, that was a pretty good, like, steel type.
We kept
I don't know.
on our
I
way
can't remember
catching
fully.
Spurky the Electrike, and while fighting some trainers, Corn survived
Jaiden?
2 very close calls. He took a Swords Dance boosted Fury Cutter by Ninjask, and a misclick from me, which resulted in him tanking a wing attack from a Talo.
Oh.
No, Corn, no!
Oh, jeez.
Dude, Corn, I'm so sorry. You're such a trooper. Good news is
Hey,
Squidward
what?
evolved
That
while
one-
training, so that's neat. We arrived in Vortree City, and this was a gym I was really nervous about. Not
What for?
only did we not have a good team to take on a flying-type gym,
Oh.
but Winona's Altaria is notorious for sweeping teams if she sets up too many dragon dances.
Okay,
I
I
went
see.
to the grass to train up the team, and the worst happened. Corn was killed by pin missile from a Zigzagoon.
What?
Wait, no. Stop! Corn!
What the heck?
Corn, no, Corn! You monster! How could you do this? Is this why you kept trying to kill all the Zigzagoons?
Yes,
I want
I
to
think that
think
was
that
a fair
Corn
retort.
sacrificed himself because he knew we were at
Oh,
too
God,
much of a
2019, that was like
disadvantage
5 years
going
ago.
into Winona's gym, and by opening up a space, we could get the type advantage we needed to stand a chance. With a heavy heart, I brought Zip Zap Zop the Magnemite to the team,
Okay.
and realized how much more grinding I was gonna
Oh.
have to do. I had to
Yeah.
fight so many Merrills to get
What the-
Zip Zap Zop on par with the rest of the team. You want to know how many?
Yeah, I
the
wanna
move
know.
Thunderbolt can be used 15 times before it runs out. And I had to go back to the Pokemon Center almost 6 separate times to refill it. Meaning
Wait,
Zip
so-
Zap Zop killed more than 80 Meryl that were living in
I
that
kinda like the
lake.
number around
Winona
90.
led with Swellow, which Zip Zap Zop was able to take out. But
Oh.
she immediately brought out Altaria, which made
Seriously?
me very scared because I know she's got Earthquake on that
I mean,
thing.
if I had a strong
didn't have a
that
clean
Pokemon that
switch,
strong,
and
I would
I
have
knew
saved
no
it
one
till
on the
last.
team could take 2 hits from this Cloud Bird. So I ultimately decided that I'd have to have Zip Zap Zop paralyze it in exchange for his death. Goodbye, Zip Zap Zop. You weren't here for long, but your efforts will not be in vain. Oh my god!
Okay,
Somehow
that's a close
Zip
call.
Zap Zop lived the earthquake on 2 HP like a mad lad.
I agree.
Korn must
Yes.
have been looking down on us for that one, because there was definitely a 90% chance Zip Zap Zop was supposed to die there. With that string of luck, I was able to switch Arian for Zip Zap Zop to predict another earthquake, and started chipping away at the Altaria, which was not gonna be easy. She was already starting to stack up those dragon dances, which make her move even more powerful, and I was legitimately sweating. But with what little luck we had
Judge.
left,
Hello there.
Winona got greedy and tried
I'm doing
to
like
get
a
in that
preemptive like
last dragon
recording
dance,
session to see
and
if
that's when
like
Ari
if
was
it'll
able
work
to
in the
swoop
audio
in
in
and
terms
snipe
of like editing or not. Do you want to join?
Sure.
So yeah. By the way, while I'm here, there's one thing I wish the VR headset has. That being a Pokemon game. Do you know how much that would sell for?
A lot.
No, not just that, but the amount of people who would be willing to purchase a VR headset just to play this a Pokemon game that's in VR. That'll be a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. That's also one thing I kind of wish I was able to do. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is a Pokemon Nuzlock video, and I want to try it. I honestly want to try it. I'll probably get my butt
I'm
kicked,
honestly
but yeah.
not. Personally, I'm not really a fan of Nuzlocks.
I can see the appeal in them, and not to mention also the struggle between them. So I can see that. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Wait, why is it not pressing play? Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing?
kill. If that Altaria would have decided to attack it, she
Oh,
would have
Jaiden animations.
one-shotted anyone and everyone on my team. Thank you, Korn. You shined your photosynthesis onto us. From there, I was able
Just
to
letting you
heal
know,
Zip Zap Zop
getting this video
and
to
sweep
like
the rest of her
gets
team.
gets
The
audio
6th
working was a
gym
pain.
badge was ours. Outside the
Jane,
safari
you
zone,
okay
I
there?
found a Duskull I was able to catch. I tried to have Gary on the team since resurrecting him from the dirt, but
You
it
got this,
honestly
Gary?
has like no moves that do damage, so I decided to replace him
Aw.
with Sin. We arrived in Lily Cove and I tried fishing on the beach for a Pokemon, but Chad punched the Whalmer I reeled up too hard and killed
Wait,
it. We
what-
stormed Team Magma's
Was
base,
that like
and
a
while
warp
trying
balloon
to
or
get
something
the
that may be the
Master Ball
case?
got on the ground, an Electrode exploded and almost killed Chad, which was uncalled for. After beating their admin, they escaped into a submarine, and I went on to fight the next gym. Tate and Liza were the first double battle gym leaders, and I didn't realize until too late that I was just a tad underleveled for them. They don't have any more than 2
Let's see, how
Pokemon,
much
so
underleveled are you?
I think we should be okay. 42?
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Sin and Zip Zap Zop made a good duo, being able to confuse and paralyze them, but Solrock managed to get off a Sunny Day powered flamethrower in Zip Zap Zop's face, which totally killed him. That really sucked. He put in so much work for the team
God.
and really carried us this far. The rest of this fight's for you, Zip Zap Zop. Squidward came out, and together
Yes.
with Sin, were able to finish off the duo, getting us our 7th gym badge.
Yay! Legalize nuclear bombs!
Alright, Spurky, you're up. I think I single-handedly wiped out the entire water Pokemon population between Zip Zap Zop and Spurky. I went to Shoal Cave and caught Blubby the Spiel, and
You're
went
cracking
out to
again.
take on Maxie one last time. For some reason, I didn't
There we
learn
go.
my lesson when being underleveled for Tate and Liza.
You did it again, didn't
because
you,
I was
Jane?
even more underleveled for Maxie.
My Deanna.
41.
It doesn't go down?
Oh god.
This fight was rough. Chad was able to take out
think that would be
his
fair.
Mightyena,
That's fair
but
to say.
I resorted to Squidward when his Crobat came out, and luck wasn't on my side here, because Squidward was killed by a high roll wing attack.
Oh.
The way Pokemon works is there's a small range of damage an attack can do. It's not actually the
Yeah,
same
it's
all the time.
complete.
And it's
Yeah, I
kinda
gotta say,
based
it's
on
just
chance.
completely
So
random.
even though it looked like Squidward could have lived 2 wing attacks, Maxie was able to get a low roll on the first one and a high roll on the second, which was the death of Squidward. But it wasn't time to give up.
Oh no,
We had to
SpongeBob's going to be
persevere
sad now.
for Squidward. Ari came in and took out the Crobat and lived on 1 HP when hit by Cameron's rock
jeez.
slide. It was a tough battle, but we squeaked by. Barely. After that
Yeah, I would
fight,
agree with you on
needed
that
to
one.
take a step back and seriously grind up the team again.
Yes,
if we were
do
just
that.
a bit more underleveled, we would have been murdered. Blubby joined the team and we got to work, eventually arriving
Honestly,
in
if I ever
Sootopolis.
doing
Steven
one of
and
these
the
things,
Sootopolis
I would
gym
just
leader,
level up the
Wallace, were
Pokemon
there
until they're
saying
max
Groudon
level.
was in the cave because someone used the wrong
Yeah, I would
order
recommend
and
it.
pissed him off. So I went in there, walked up to Groudon, and Master Balled him immediately. There's no way I'm fighting
Yeah, you know what?
Groudon.
I think that's fair.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
fair.
box. While fighting Wallace, Spurky was able to take out his Love Disc and Celio. Sin beat his Whiscash, and Chad finished off the Milotic.
Well, the budget went
team
up here
was
on this one.
perfect. And after obtaining our final gym badge, I knew we were ready for the Elite Four. We got through Victory Road. Wally tried to fight us for the last time, but he
Oh,
just
God,
needs
nice.
to stop. We exited
God.
the cave, and there it was. The final challenge. Here we go. Sydney was up first, and honestly, he wasn't a challenge at all. Chad and Teriyaki were able to take care of his team with ease. Phoebe wasn't difficult either, with Sin and Blubby being MVPs. Glacio was a bit tougher. Teriyaki was able to take out her Glalie, and
Ooh,
Spurky
from
could
the top row,
handle
I just saw
her
that.
Helios, but her Walrein was the big problem.
Uh-oh.
Walreins are thick, can tank a lot of hits, and can do a lot of damage. I would know, because I have one. I
But what
brought
about a
her
fire
Chad, and
type?
She was able to get
I don't
in
think
a
she has
good
a fire
amount of
ty-
damage,
I think
but
she
she
has
was
teriyaki.
ultimately
Oh.
killed by Blizzard. Sin
What?
came out to try and confuse it, but it
Okay,
broke through the
was that one
confusion
move
and
thing?
landed a Sheer Cold.
Wait, what?
Sheer Cold is a one-hit KO move. It has a 30% chance of hitting the target and will fail if the target Pokemon's level is higher than the user's. But even under all those conditions,
Okay.
it hit, and Sin was killed. Two
Ooh.
great team members, down and out. Chad was with us for so long and pulled so much weight, and Sin got us through some really tough battles. Even with those losses, we were able to finish Glacia off and move on to the final Elite Four member, Drake. Drake's got a tough team, but we've got a Blubby, and
Yeah,
she
I noticed
wanted
that- I
revenge
noticed
for
that
her
team.
fallen comrades. She ice beamed every single one of Drake's Pokemon.
Wait.
Flygon,
Just a
no.
straight up
Huh?
massacre.
Wait,
And
hold on.
with that,
What are the
it was
chances
on
of
to
you
the
being able to
last
use
battle.
one Pokemon to just wipe an entire
Steven
team? I
Stone.
don't think that's going to be possible,
I
right?
was legitimately nervous. I led with Spurky to take out his Skarmory as quick as possible, and Blubby was able to take out his Claydol and Aggron, but then
face.
came his
Just-
Metagross. This might be the end. Metagross is Steven's strongest Pokemon, so I needed to hinder it as much as I could before it started doing serious
I'm
damage.
getting an anime
I knew
feel
his
from that in
Metagross
Metagross.
had Earthquake, which would definitely take out most of my team, so I had
Oh.
to have Spurky
Hey.
Kamikaze to get a paralysis off. Blubby came out again, and after
Blubby?
a lot of hard work,
We're
finally
doing reaction.
beat the
We're doing a
Metagross
reaction
by
video. You want to
spamming
partake for the
Surf.
last minute?
Teriyaki was able to finish his Cradilly, and his final Pokemon was Armaldo. Gary's final revenge for getting booted from the team. I brought out Blubby because Teriyaki was pretty weakened, and after realizing she gets two-shotted by him,
Oh,
I knew she was gonna have to die. So with a heavy heart, Blubby pulled off her last surf, getting Armaldo in the red, and was killed. Teriyaki, the Pokemon who's been with us from the start, who's seen her friends die in front of her, the OG, refused to let any more murder happen. Onion, Corn, Zip Zap Zop, Squidward, Chad, Sin, Spurky,
Oh,
Blubby.
God.
Your zeros and ones won't go down in vain.
wait, is that
One's a
Falcon?
kick
Wait,
to
because
the
of
head,
Musa, does that mean
and
this
we
is
did
that was a
it.
Falcon
We
kick?
completed the Pokemon
I don't know.
Nuzlock. Teriyaki and Ari were the only survivors, but the whole team put in a
Jeez.
lot of work to get us to number 1. A cheers to the true Mad Lads.
Oh, I just saw that. I saw that legendary Pokemon fly through the screen for a second there. So I don't get copyrights, right? Please, game. Stop that music. Stop that music, please. Okay, there we go. Found another way of stopping the music. So, you're okay. Since you were here the longest, what were you have any thoughts or questions?
Nah, not really. Just utterly confused.
Basically, I was watching a Pokemon Nuzlock video because never reacted to it fully. I've only listened to it in the background. I've not watched it like completely. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly kind of a little tempted. I kind of hope that we actually do get like a Pokemon game. Developers of the headset or games for the headsets. Look, you hear me? Can we get a Pokemon game, please? Like an official Pokemon game, please, for the VR headset.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, not to mention that, along with not to mention, it'll be major money for both companies. Think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so what about you? You have any questions? Nope. All right. Well, that is the end of the video, folks. And until next time, whatever you are, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, take care and see you next video or next time, whatever you prefer. Take care.